Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas for UFC 191 alongside Anthony Rumble Johnson, who meets Jimi Manuwa this Saturday live on pay-per-view. Anthony, it's good to see you, and obviously it's good to see you here fighting on this card. I would be remiss if I don't ask you about the last couple of weeks, so I hope you don't mind. Were you worried at all?
It surprised me that you asked me anything, so go ahead.
Were you worried that you wouldn't make it to this fight card?
No, I was never worried.
Did you think that you were treated fairly throughout the whole process?
I mean, UFC did what they had to do. They did an investigation, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? Everybody made a big, well, the media made a big stink about it, made it seem like it was more than what it was, and they tried to put the DV stuff in it. I'm like, dude, I threw a yoga mat and then talk some trash. All right, who hasn't got mad and thrown something? So, talk trash. I'm human. I'm allowed to get mad and have a temper tantrum. Hell, I didn't kill anybody. I'm not going to kill anybody.
Did you ever wonder, like, man, I almost did this one to myself because you were the one that wrote about it?
I know I wrote about it, but when you're pissed, you do things sometimes without thinking. And as far as me doing anything, I wrote it. I didn't touch anybody. I'm not going to touch anybody. I'm not stupid enough to do that. I know what I can do to people, and I know my career would be on the line. I'm not that much of a fool. I mean, I've did some stupid shit, but I'm not that much of a fool.
But did you think that maybe if you didn't write about it, it never would have come to light?
No, it was my fault. I put it out on social media myself.
Why did you do that?
Like I said, I was mad.
I wanted to vent.
I wanted to vent, and Facebook used it against me.
Yeah. So why'd you take it down then?
I mean, my manager told me to take it down, and but I'm like, dude, it's already out there. You know what I mean? Once you press that send button or whatever, post, it's out there. And I just took it down because I had no business saying what I said, so I just took it down just because it just didn't need to be out there. But like I said, it was already out there. I told my manager, I'm like, dude, it's already out there. So if I take it down, it makes me look like, I don't know what you want to call it, what I look like, but that makes me look even more guilty of something. So, it is what it is. I've said I'm sorry to the girl. She's apologized to me.
You've talked to her since, or you've cleared that?
No, everything's cool with us. Like, I was stretching, and she just happened to be stretching. Well, she was in the area that I was in.
Right.
And I was stretching, and when I get through stretching, I jogged down to the end of the artificial turf. So I did that, and she just happened to be there, and she reached her hand out to me to give me a handshake. I saw her reaching her hand out, so I'm like, I'm not going to be a dickhead.
This is after the fact.
After the fact.
Okay,
I shook her hand. I looked at her and I said, hey, I'm sorry. That's when she said she was sorry, too. We understood that, it was wrong for what I said, but it was also just an argument. We didn't make a big deal about it. You know what I mean? We didn't, overthink it or anything like that, So we're good. But she's worked out right beside me before. And we didn't work out just to show everybody that we're cool. We just happened to be working out beside each other. And I'm on the treadmill just getting in some cardio. I looked to my right. She's there. When I'm about to finish, I get off the treadmill. She starts talking to me about, just different things. It's not like we have animosity towards each other.
So has this made you rethink how you're going to use social media? Maybe not, put your life out there for everyone because that can lead to further problems?
Yeah. Yeah. I should have kept my mouth closed on that one. But sometimes when you're so outspoken, it can get you in trouble.
Sure. And do you feel like in some ways your past kind of affected you in this situation? Because if you didn't have that, it would have been?
I mean, to me, it didn't affect me. The media just trying to put everything all together and make it seem like it is what it is. Like I said, I threw a yoga mat, dude. I didn't touch anybody. And, I'm allowed to get mad. Everybody gets mad, But the fact that I'm in, like my friend said, you're in the limelight, so they're going to have a target on you right now for anything that you do, anything that you say, and I understand that. So life goes on. I'm still happy. I sleep at night, so, it is what it is.
Okay. So we continue our interview here with Rumble Johnson outside of the MGM. You had to get to the stare downs, and I appreciate that. I didn't want to end the interview on that note, so here we are. It's almost like a two-parter, an investigative report.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, one last question about what we were talking about so we could put that to bed. I just want to ask you, because I think you've made great strides as far as, your persona and the way you are with the media and the fans and everything. I mean, you've really come a long way. Do you feel like you have any issues that need to be addressed at this point as far as anger and all that, or do you feel like they have been addressed?
Everything's been addressed, Like I said before, the media's going to say what they want to say to get those hits, and I'm fine with that. They need to put food on the table. But I know who I am. My family knows who I am, and that's all that matters to me.
You were originally supposed to fight Jan Blachowicz on this card. You got Manuwa at the end of the day. Which matchup did you like better?
I'll take on either one. Both are worthy opponents. Even though I'm not fighting Yan, I still look forward to fighting him one day.
You wanted to come back quickly after the Cormier fight. Why?
I love what I do. I love my job. I have fun. I love staying in shape, getting in shape, I should say, and just fighting, So if I can fight and do what I love to do and get paid for it, why not? I mean, I'll fight 6 times a year if I could.
And you handled the Cormier loss impressively well. How long did it take for you to get over it? Are you over it?
You can never be over a loss, but I don't dwell on it. I don't let it eat me up on the inside. The loss just made me want to improve myself and just get better and better and better so I can win the title.
How are you better today than you were Memorial Day weekend?
I'm not making stupid mistakes like
What?
My grappling has gotten so much better with Neil Melanson in my corner. That he opened up a door that just made me just want to keep training hard and get better and better and better and not make the same mistakes that I used to make when it came down to grappling. I don't panic anymore. I have setups now. Before I used to just want to punch people in the face, but now if we go to the ground, I feel like they're in more trouble now on the ground than they are whenever they're on the feet with me.
Something tells me, though, you won't need your grappling in a fight against Jimi Manuwa.
I don't feel like I'm going to need my grappling either, but if I have to, I'll definitely use it. But Jimmy's a stand-up fighter just like I am, and we want to excite the crowd. We want to bang. We want to do what we love to do, and that's stand-up. So I definitely think it's going to be a stand-up fight.
Who's the better striker?
Me, of course.
Do you want to knock him out to prove that?
I want to beat him up. I don't want to knock him out. I want to beat him up.
All right. Looking forward to it. Thank you for the time, Anthony.
Thank you.